Did you know that nearly 8 out of 10 people over 60 live with circulation issues that could be avoided simply by using 5 drinks that are likely already in your kitchen? If your legs feel heavy, if varicose veins embarrass you, if nighttime foot pain keeps you awake, or if you wake up each day feeling your body doesn't cooperate the way it once did, then this video could truly change your life. My name is James, and in recent years, I've guided more than 10,000 people to restore their circulation naturally with simple, low-cost methods that most of the medical industry would prefer you never hear about. Let me share something that deeply moved me. Just last week, I got a message from Carmen, a 68-year-old grandmother from Austin, who wrote, "I can't play with my grandchildren anymore. My legs are so swollen that even walking to the market is exhausting. Doctors gave me prescriptions costing over $233 a month, yet nothing improves." Sadly, Carmen's story is far from unique. Every single day I receive dozens of messages like this. People spending huge amounts on medications that only mask the symptoms without addressing the real cause. People accepting a life of constant pain because they think it's just part of aging. But starting today, that belief is going to change. In just a few minutes, I'll reveal 5 natural, inexpensive, and scientifically supported drinks that can begin transforming your circulation within the very first week. And I'm not referring to folk remedies passed along without evidence. These are formulas backed by medical research, proven to work better than many prescription options. With them, you can shrink leg swelling by as much as 70% in 2 weeks, erase that constant heavy sensation, improve blood flow, reduce the visibility of varicose veins, sleep through the night without nagging pain, and regain the vitality you thought was gone for good. And here's the best part. Each one costs less than 50 cents to prepare. The biggest mistake in treating circulatory problems. Before I share these powerful drinks, you need to understand the most common mistake made by 95% of people struggling with circulation issues. It's such a frequent error that even many doctors ignore it, and this is exactly what prevents your body from truly repairing itself. If you don't fix this mistake first, no supplement, home remedy, or medical treatment will deliver full results. Let me explain simply what actually happens inside your body when blood circulation is poor. Think of your circulatory system like the plumbing in your home. As the years pass, those pipes become narrower, less flexible, and the water, your blood, no longer flows with the same strength. When you're young, your heart easily pushes blood down toward your legs thanks to gravity, but the real challenge is bringing it back up to your heart. To do that, your body depends on small valves inside your veins and the pumping action of your leg muscles. With aging, those valves weaken, the muscles lose strength, and blood begins to collect in your lower limbs. That's why swelling develops, varicose veins appear, legs feel heavy, and sharp pains strike at night. But here's the part most people fail to realize. The true problem isn't just age itself. Over time, your body builds up toxins, inflammation becomes chronic, and unhealthy lifestyle habits make it worse. Too little physical activity, eating the wrong foods, ongoing stress, and dehydration all add fuel to the fire. And here's the critical mistake. Most people, and even plenty of doctors, only try to mask the symptoms instead of solving the real cause. They hand out painkillers, prescribe compression stockings to reduce swelling, recommend creams for varicose veins, but never address the inflammation inside your body that started the problem in the first place. The pharmaceutical industry's conflict, this is where the real conflict begins, one that the pharmaceutical world prefers to keep hidden. Medicines for poor circulation bring in billions of euros every single year. Pills such as pentoxifylline, diosmin, and anticoagulants don't cure the issue. They create dependence that lasts a lifetime. What I'm about to show you is completely different. We're going straight to the root of the problem by using the healing force of nature. These drinks are loaded with bioactive substances that calm inflammation at the cellular level, reinforce the walls of your veins, restore elasticity to blood vessels, flush out toxins that obstruct healthy flow, and deliver the exact nutrients your cardiovascular system requires to repair itself. And the best part is that all this can be achieved with ingredients that cost less than grabbing a quick fast food snack. But there is one drink in particular that top cardiologists quietly use themselves, but rarely prescribe to their patients. It's so effective that in several European countries, health insurance companies actually recognize it as an official therapy for circulation disorders. This drink will be revealed as number 3 on our list. But before that, you need to learn about the first 2 drinks that get your body ready to fully absorb its extraordinary benefits. Drink 1, ginger lemon water. The very first drink is ginger lemon water. Let me share the case of Roberto, a 65-year-old former bus driver who spent 4 decades behind the wheel. When he first came to see me, his legs were so swollen that even slipping on shoes was impossible, and he struggled to walk without discomfort. He admitted, "Doctor, I feel hopeless. My wife has to bend down just to put my socks on." I recommended this drink and told him to follow it carefully for 15 straight days. And the results? Within just a week, Roberto called me ecstatic. I can see my ankles again. By the end of 2 weeks, he had shed 3 kilos of retained liquid and was walking over an hour each day without pain. So, what makes this mix so powerful? Ginger is rich in gingerol, a natural substance that works as an anti-inflammatory up to 5 times stronger than aspirin, yet without the stomach irritation. With circulation issues, blood vessels become tight and irritated, but gingerol acts like a natural vessel relaxer, letting blood move with ease. Here's a little-known fact. Ginger also boosts nitric oxide production, the same compound found in costly circulation drugs, except this version is completely natural and harmless. The lemon is far more than just flavor. Its vitamin C makes capillary walls stronger, while citrus flavonoids such as hesperidin enhance venous return, which means blood is pushed back from the legs to the heart more effectively. Lemon also has a gentle diuretic action, flushing excess fluid without drying out your body, the common problem with chemical diuretics. This precise recipe transformed Roberto's condition and has helped countless others. You'll need a 3-center piece of fresh ginger root, never powder, 1 large organic lemon, 500 milliliters of filtered water, and 1 teaspoon of raw honey if you prefer. Here's how to make it. Peel and slice the ginger thin. Bring the water to a boil and add the slices. Let it boil exactly 8 minutes. Shorter won't release enough gingerol. Longer makes it unbearably spicy. Remove from heat and allow 5 minutes to rest. Squeeze in the whole lemon only once the water is warm, not hot, so the vitamin C remains intact. Stir in honey if you like. Strain and split the drink into 2 servings. Now, for the crucial part, drink the first portion immediately after waking on an empty stomach. After 8 hours without fluid, your system will instantly reactivate and release fluid stored overnight. Take the second portion 30 minutes before dinner. This prepares your body to circulate blood better at night and calm the inflammation gathered during the day. But before you prepare it, be aware. If you're on anticoagulants such as warfarin or Xarelto, always check with your doctor first since ginger can intensify their effect. If you suffer from gallstones, use it cautiously. And never rely on store-bought ginger powder. Over 90% has already lost the active compounds you need. Fresh ginger is the only way to achieve true results. This first drink is incredibly effective, and you'll feel visible improvements within the very first week. Drink 2. Green tea with honey and cinnamon. Now let's move on to the second drink, one that top doctors around the world quietly keep for themselves. It's so powerful that in Japan it's often called the potion of heart health and long life. And the amazing part? You likely have everything you need already in your kitchen cupboard. Drink number 2 is none other than green tea blended with raw honey and pure Ceylon cinnamon. In fact, at some of Tokyo's most respected hospitals, heart surgeons have a ritual. Before stepping into the operating room for complex procedures, they sip on this exact tea. This isn't about tradition, it's about proven science. Green tea is packed with catechins, and the most remarkable one is EGCG, epigallocatechin galat, known to be one of nature's strongest defenders of blood vessel health. But here's where the real magic happens. When combined with raw honey and authentic Ceylon cinnamon, its benefits are amplified by nearly 300%. Not all teas are equal. Unlike black or oolong, green tea doesn't go through fermentation, which is why it holds on to its catechins. These compounds work like tiny repair agents, patching up the inner lining of your blood vessels. When circulation is compromised, these vessel walls weaken and leak, causing swelling. Catechins act like natural sealants, tightening and protecting them. But here's something most people don't know. Honey isn't there just for sweetness. Raw honey is full of enzymes and bioactive flavonoids that act as transporters, carrying those catechins straight into your system. Without honey, your body may absorb only a small fraction. With raw honey, absorption skyrockets to over 80%. And when you add Ceylon cinnamon, different from the cheaper, common cinnamon you find everywhere, you get cinnamaldehyde, a substance that expands blood vessels and balances blood sugar, keeping inflammation in check. Here's the exact method I prescribe to my patients. Every step counts. Ingredients: 1 teaspoon of loose green tea leaves. Avoid bags since they've already lost much of their potency. 1 teaspoon of raw unprocessed honey. 1 to 2 teaspoons of Ceylon cinnamon and 250 ml of clean filtered water. For preparation, heat the water to about 75-80 degrees Celsius. Don't use boiling water as it destroys the active compounds. If you don't have a thermometer, just boil the water and let it cool for 3 minutes. Pour it over the tea leaves, steep for exactly 3 minutes, then strain. When the tea cools enough to sip without burning your lips, add honey and cinnamon, stir, and drink right away. Most people make critical mistakes when brewing green tea. They steep it in boiling water, killing the catechins, or leave it too long, making it bitter and ineffective. Others use cheap bagged tea or add honey while it's still hot, wiping out its enzymes. Timing matters too. Drink this about an hour after breakfast. That way, you'll have some food in your stomach for absorption but won't block the catechins with full digestion. And if you're on medication, leave a 2-hour gap, since catechins can interfere with how some drugs are absorbed. A study by the University of Tokyo tracked 200 people with poor circulation for 3 months. The results were astonishing. Leg swelling dropped by 65%. Blood return to the heart improved by 40%. Nighttime pain was cut in half, and nearly 8 in 10 showed visible improvements in varicose veins. This second drink doesn't just work alone, it multiplies the impact of the first recipe. If you're still watching or enjoying this video, go ahead and give it a like. It really helps support the channel. Drink 3 beetroot and celery smoothie. But if you're truly looking for results that even surprise yourself, then you need to hear about the third drink. This is the recipe that completely turned around the health of Rosa, a 75-year-old grandmother who went from struggling to walk up a single flight of stairs to dancing all night at her grandson's wedding. And all this happened in less than a month. Drink number 3, beetroot and celery smoothie. Beetroot might be the most overlooked vegetable for circulation. It is loaded with natural nitrates, which your body transforms into nitric oxide, the key molecule that widens and relaxes your arteries. To give you perspective, some of the most expensive drugs for circulation and erectile dysfunction work only because they raise nitric oxide levels. Beetroot achieves the very same effect naturally, without adverse reactions, and at a tiny fraction of the cost. Just 1 glass of fresh beet juice can raise your nitric oxide levels by up to 300% within 3 hours. That means more open blood vessels, smoother blood flow, and less strain on your heart. But beetroot isn't the whole story. Celery completes the powerhouse combination. This vegetable contains 3N-butylphthalide, a natural compound that works as both a diuretic to flush out excess fluids and a relaxant for vascular muscles. On top of that, celery is packed with potassium, an essential mineral that balances fluids in the body. When potassium is lacking, the body holds on to sodium and water, which only worsens swelling and heaviness in the legs. Exact recipe for this smoothie. Ingredients: 1 medium beetroot, about 150 green, 2 celery stalks with leaves, 1 or 2 green apples for taste, 1 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger, 250 ml cold water, juice of 1 or 2 lemons, and a pinch of sea salt. Method: wash the beetroot carefully but don't peel. It's in the skin where the most nitrates are stored. Cut the beetroot into small cubes. Chop the celery along with its leaves, where nutrients are most concentrated. Place all ingredients into a strong blender and blend for about 60 seconds until smooth. If it's too thick, add extra water. Strain only if absolutely necessary, since the fiber is highly beneficial. Drink this on an empty stomach at least half an hour before breakfast. Why empty stomach? Because nitrates absorb more efficiently without food in the way, and the circulation-boosting effect kicks in faster. The maximum effect appears within 2 to 3 hours, so if you take it at 7 a.m., by mid-morning your blood flow will be at its best. If you suffer from kidney conditions, speak with your doctor before drinking, since it's rich in potassium. If you are on blood pressure medication, keep a closer watch on your levels during the first weeks, as this drink may intensify their effect. Don't be surprised if your urine looks pink or reddish after drinking. It's perfectly normal due to beet pigments. I know the taste can be a bit strong at the beginning, so here are some variations to help. Add half a cup of pineapple for a natural sweet touch. Mix in fresh mint leaves. Include a teaspoon of raw honey if you prefer sweeter flavors. Or blend with half a cup of fresh orange juice. This smoothie is unbelievably powerful, and when you combine it with the previous 2 drinks, the transformation in your circulation will be nothing short of life-changing. Drink. 4. Parsley and garlic water. Now we come to the 4th drink, a true favorite among Japanese heart specialists, and for a reason that may surprise you. It connects directly to why Japan, despite its aging population, consistently shows the lowest incidence of heart and circulatory disease among developed nations. Drink number 4 is parsley and garlic water. Many people assume Japan's cardiovascular health is simply because of fish or green tea, but the real secret lies in a centuries-old tradition called mizunokusuri, or water medicine, where herbs are infused in water to create what they call elixirs of long life. One of the most enduring recipes, used for over 800 years in traditional Japanese practice, is this powerful parsley and garlic infusion. Parsley is far more than a garnish on your plate. It's one of the richest natural sources of vitamin K, a nutrient vital for flexible arteries and smooth blood flow, yet often lacking in older adults. Vitamin K helps activate proteins that keep arteries from hardening, while parsley's compounds myristicin and apial act as gentle vasodilators and diuretics, easing circulation and reducing fluid buildup naturally without disturbing mineral balance. Garlic, on the other hand, is legendary for its artery cleansing abilities. When chopped or crushed, it releases allicin, a compound so strong that many researchers compare it to a natural pipe cleaner for your circulatory system. Allicin dissolves arterial calcium deposits, lowers harmful cholesterol levels, prevents clot formation, eases high blood pressure, and keeps vessels elastic. In fact, a University of California study tracking 1,000 participants for 4 years found garlic eaters cut their risk of cardiovascular disease nearly in half. But the preparation is as important as the ingredients. Traditional Japanese technique: 1 large bunch of fresh parsley, about 50 grain, 3 garlic cloves, 1 liter filtered water, 1 teaspoon sea salt, and juice of 1 lemon. Wash and finely chop the parsley, stems included. Crush the garlic cloves and let them sit 10 minutes to activate allicin. Boil the salted water, add parsley, and simmer exactly 5 minutes. Add garlic and cook 3 more minutes. Remove from heat, let steep for 15 minutes, then strain and press the solids. Add lemon juice while warm. Divide into 4 servings for the day. Worried about garlic breath? Don't be. Parsley itself neutralizes the odor thanks to its chlorophyll content, and chewing mint or cardamom afterward will clear any trace. This is why Japanese practitioners always pair the two. Parsley boosts the medicinal action and erases the smell. To maximize effects, the drink must be timed. The first portion on an empty stomach in the morning, the second around 10:30 a.m., the third mid-afternoon at 4 p.m., and the final one 2 hours before sleep. This spacing ensures garlic's 6-hour vasodilation window keeps circulation strong throughout the day. However, this is a very potent remedy, so caution is essential. Avoid it entirely if you are taking anticoagulants like warfarin or Xarelto, preparing for surgery within 2 weeks, suffer from very low blood pressure, are pregnant or breastfeeding, or have clotting disorders. If you take blood pressure medication, consult your doctor first and check your pressure daily at the start, as the effects can be amplified significantly. Mild reactions may appear at first, such as more frequent urination from fluid release, slight dizziness when standing as blood pressure stabilizes, warmer hands and feet from improved circulation, or more active digestion since garlic stimulates enzymes. These effects are temporary and usually fade within 3 to 5 days, showing that the drink is actively working in your system. Drink 5. Coconut water with turmeric. The first 4 drinks are already powerful enough to radically improve circulation, but the 5th one stands above all the rest. And chances are, it's sitting in your kitchen without you realizing its healing power. This is the exact formula I turn to when patients need rapid improvement. A natural solution so strong it has prevented emergency operations. Drink 5. Coconut water with turmeric. If I had to rely on only one drink for survival on a deserted island, it would be this combination. Not only is it the most effective of the 5, but it also supercharges the impact of all the others, producing results that look almost miraculous, yet are fully supported by scientific evidence. Let me explain why I call it the fast-acting rescue formula. Coconut water is often mistaken for a simple, refreshing beverage, but that couldn't be further from the truth. It mirrors the electrolyte profile of human blood, which means your body can absorb it instantly, bypassing heavy processing. Few people know it also contains cytokinins, powerful plant compounds with anti-inflammatory and regenerative effects so impressive that in emergencies, doctors have even used coconut water as an alternative to IV saline. For circulation, this translates into immediate hydration at the cellular level, lower blood thickness, improved plasma balance, and quicker recovery of electrolyte levels. Turmeric, on the other hand, delivers curcumin, one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories ever studied, proven to be up to 8 times stronger than ibuprofen without damaging your stomach, kidneys, or heart. Behind every circulation issue lies chronic inflammation in the cardiovascular system. Curcumin directly tackles this, blocking the same enzymes targeted by drugs, lowering inflammatory signals like TNF-alpha and IL-6, protecting vessel walls from further damage, and activating repair cells that restore healthy blood flow. But here's where the magic truly happens. Coconut water acts as a perfect carrier for curcumin. Normally, your body can only use about 3% of the curcumin you ingest. Mixed with coconut water, absorption can increase nearly 20-fold, directing it straight to where it's needed most. Here's the exact recipe I prescribe when urgent recovery is needed. Ingredients: 500 ml natural coconut water. Avoid sweetened kinds. 1 teaspoon high-quality turmeric powder. A 1/4 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper, essential for curcumin absorption. 1 teaspoon virgin coconut oil. 1 teaspoon raw honey. Juice from half a lemon. Preparation method: warm the coconut water gently, never boiling. Dissolve the turmeric thoroughly in the lukewarm water. Add the ground black pepper. It's non-negotiable. Blend in the coconut oil until fully smooth. Once cooled to room temperature, stir in the honey and lemon juice. Mix briskly for half a minute. Drink this once daily, ideally 1 hour before lunch. Why then? Because your digestive system is at peak efficiency, allowing nutrients to be absorbed more effectively. In acute cases, severe swelling, painful inflammation, or critical circulation issues, you may take it twice a day for up to 5 days, keeping at least 8 hours between servings. So, you now hold the most powerful and comprehensive natural method for restoring healthy circulation. These 5 drinks, when taken in the right order, have the potential to change your health in ways you may not even believe yet. Think back to the beginning of this video when I explained how the pharmaceutical industry wants you tied to costly prescriptions. Today, you've seen the evidence that there's a safer, cheaper, and more effective solution. Unlike medications that only cover up the problem temporarily, these drinks strike at the root cause, rebuilding and repairing your circulatory system from the inside out. The truth is, the healing ability has always been yours. You only lacked the right knowledge to apply it. If you're on medications for circulation, blood pressure, or blood thinning, don't stop them suddenly on your own. These drinks are so effective that they can actually amplify the effects of your prescriptions. Begin step by step, keep track of your progress, and always work alongside your doctor to make safe adjustments. Many of my patients have been able to cut back their medication doses dramatically, but only while under medical supervision. The real difference between people who achieve results and those who don't isn't what they know, it's whether they act. And if you'd like to uncover even more natural strategies for living a longer, healthier life without relying on endless pills, click on the video appearing on your screen. There, I'll show you the approach used by the world's longest living populations to remain strong and healthy past 100. Always remember, your health is in your control. The power to restore and renew has always been inside you. All you needed was the right direction. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need it. Your support helps us reach more people looking to stay strong and healthy as they age. Comment what's your age and from where you are watching from. We love hearing from our amazing community. And remember, better circulation starts with small steps you can take today. See you in the next video.